I love the world and everything in it. Episode 1. IRA. That was the whole intro bit. That was nice. Oh. What the hell is your problem? Everyone is looking from IRA to Garen. To the chair that just crashed on the floor next to the boy, barely missing him. Huh? Francesca, the fuck? Is she insane? Somebody call the teacher. Not paying any mind to the commotion that has filled the classroom, Ira storms toward Garen. Her face is contorted with rage. Before he can react, she rips the notepad from his hand and slams it on my desk. I hastily grab onto it. Read it again and I'll kick your teeth in. Huh? Are you nuts? Ira doesn't respond. For a second, she just glares at him, then turns around and stomps back to her desk. I see why he was picking on her. On Asya. Now that Ira isn't around, she's free game to bully. The classmates who were caught up in a laughing fit just a moment ago are now watching her in silent bewilderment. They scoot out of her way as she retrieves her bag, then heads towards the door. Crazy bitch. She ignores him. Francesca, where are you going? Hey. Ira forcefully pushes past the teacher. Francesca, what do you think you're doing? Your parents will hear about this. Her threat falls on deaf ears. Everyone knew Francesca. She's always been like that, I think. No, not throwing chairs around. Ira had no regard for the rules that everyone's supposed to follow. I guess they call someone like her a problem child. Her parents got a lot of flack for it. It's only normal in a town like ours. Not just because of its small size, but because of its, let's say, exclusivity. Vorkuta 5 prides itself on its virtually non-existent crime rate. Is this a real place? Vorkuta 5, a town in Russia. Let's see. I guess if you want to look into the historical meaning, you can look into it if you want. But it being exclusive is probably not a good sign. That's the natural consequence of nobody being allowed to enter or exit without a permit. Oh no. Is this one of these towns that was born out of, like... that was created as some consequence of one of the world wars? You're lucky to be here. You have a salary higher than the national average. Oh my god, how lucky. To have access to goods people in other neighboring towns can't even dream of. You get afforded such a privilege. Last time I checked, our population hasn't even hit 6,000. That's really small. So when someone like Ira appears on this tiny society's radar, She's not just seen as a delinquent when she's seen as a criminal. She's a puzzling stain on a community that's meant to be spotless. But it's pretty clear from the way the other kids talk and act in class that that's not the way that it is here. Like as long as everybody follows the rules, then the place seems perfect. Like a weed that sprouted in a painstakingly maintained flower garden. Of course, it's not as if she appeared out of thin air. It's all in the family, they say. The blame falls on the people responsible, that is, on Ira's parents. And the question begins to arise. Why is Grachevsky's daughter behaving like this? Is there trouble at home? Do they believe this is acceptable? Do they not teach her discipline? Do they not understand how fortunate they are? They've been granted so much, yet they can't do the bare minimum in raising their own child. Do they really want to be here? Do we want them to be here? Did they do something to Ira so that her parents couldn't be excommunicated from this wonderful communist society? I've heard a lot of talks like that. I've heard more after Ira threw the chair at Garin. I didn't get why, because he was probably being an asshole. So she responded in a far grander, more violent way. Everyone was just having fun. Yeah, I don't think that was how it was. And it was my fault for bringing the notebook anyway. What? I was hoping to write a little in the library once school was done. Well, my bag slipped and all of the contents scattered on the floor. Of course they would get curious about it, even though it's none of their business. Of course they'd want to read the silly things I wrote. It's not a big deal. It's not like I'd ever taken poetry or drawing very seriously. Those are just fun distractions, nothing more. If people laugh, well, what's it matter to me? But it does matter to you. So Garin took the notebook. Ira found out about it and was mad he wouldn't give it back. So she threw a chair at him and then she got it back. I couldn't wrap my head around it. I couldn't, but I still wanted to thank Ira somehow. She rarely shows up to school, and even when she does, she can't just leave at random. She can just leave at random. I couldn't get a hold of her for a long time because of that. Well, that, and also I was really scared. Ira has never as much as looked at me. Even when she lashed out at Garin. It's like I weren't even there. But 2 weeks after the incident, it finally happened. We crossed paths. I went to the bathroom during some lesson. I think it was math. I came in through the door. And there she was, blowing white smoke through the half-open window. I didn't even know she was at school. Oh, hi. Ira shot me a disinterested look. Hi. I awkwardly scuttled past her to one of the stalls. After closing the door, I realized I was so nervous I couldn't do any of my business. So I just sat there, thinking about how I should approach her. It's not like I had some long conversation or formalities in mind. I just wanted to say thanks. In theory, it should have been easy. But wouldn't that make me look like a weirdo too? No. Assuming she did all of that for me. That would just make me look self-centered. I had no idea how much time had passed while I was in the stall. Oh, excuse me. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 20 seconds. But when I heard what sounded like her getting off the windowsill, I swung the door open. Wait. Huh? I froze up. She stood next to the window, bag in hand. The cold draft wafted through her hair. I had to say something. I got this rare chance. The world gave me this rare chance to tell her what I wanted. What am I supposed to say? Thank you? Yes. After I just tumbled out of a toilet stall? What? She raised an eyebrow. I just stood there with my mouth helplessly open, as if I'd just gone mute, as if every word in the Russian dictionary got wiped from my brain. Whatever. No, wait. Please. I took a step towards her and she jolted away like I were a leper. I didn't know what I should say or ask. I just knew I had to say something, even if it was the first thing that popped to mind. What? What the hell do you want? Isn't it cold? Huh? The windowsill. When you sat smoking there, right by the window. I thought, weren't you cold like that? She blinks. Not really. Maybe a little. Thought so. Anything else? No. I mean, yes, I'm sorry that you got in trouble. Huh? Well, I heard you got into a lot of trouble after that. You know, when Garin read my stupid poetry? I'm sorry for that. She eyed me for several seconds, which to me felt like an eternity. She then sighed and slowly flipped her hair back. And why are you apologizing? That had nothing to do with you. Well, I guess not. His voice was getting on my nerves. I see. I looked down at the tiled floor. I knew that was the case, of course. It's not like I was hoping IRA jumped in to defend my honor or anything of the sort. I wanted to thank her regardless of intent, but no matter how hard I thought and tried to word it, everything just came out sounding awkward or wrong. Why does this always happen? The soles of her boots squeaked against the floor. She spun around and walked towards the door. This time, I made no attempt to stop her. Your poetry isn't stupid. Huh? I stood there, dumbfounded. Did she just say that? Did I hear her right? Your poetry isn't stupid. Does that mean she likes it? IRA likes my poetry? IRA Grafcheskaya? The bell rang and snapped me out of my short-term stupor. I shook my head. Right. I need to get back to the classroom. I doubted IRA was going to be at the next lesson. I washed my hands from nothing in particular. Weeks passed. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons. I went to the store, then to the library or for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Huh? My notebook. I just left to get a snack from the cafeteria. Where did it go? Oh. Chubina. We borrowed your homework for a second. You don't mind, right? You should mind. Completely. It's fine. Thanks. By the way, is this supposed to be you? He lifts up a scrap of paper to me. Oh no. I forgot I left it in there. No. It's just a drawing. Yeah? You sure? It really looks like if you were pretty. Gee, thanks. It's not me. Haha. Whatever you say. Sometimes my classmates joke around with me. This is not joking. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes a bit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks, or is it Ira? Does it really matter? Oh, whoops. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say none of your business if I did. And she'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I started doing it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. It's embarrassing to think about it now. But, Ira. I like Ira better. She just walks past me in the corridor. Not even a nod, not even a look in my direction. I guess I don't exactly stand out in a crowd, but no, it's my fault for mumbling. I should have spoken louder, even though it took all of my courage just to muster that much. Even though I definitely think she should have heard it. Hey, Bottom. What? Remember when I gave you 50 kopecks? Can I have it back? He's not going to give it back. Huh? 50 kopecks? When was that again? Last Friday? Jesus. You remember things like that? Yeah, because it's her money. Can I have it back? Man, I don't even remember taking it. Of course you don't. You're sure you're not making this up? Maybe you gave it to someone else. No, it was you. Jeez. I don't freaking know. It's half a ruble. Shubina, who gives a shit? What? Yeah, why do you care so much? So petty. You probably just lost it or something. Great. Thanks, everybody. My eyes keep snapping to the doorway. It's empty, of course. What am I waiting for? Even if he showed up. What would she do? Mug him in front of everyone? That would be really funny. Hey, stop thinking that. Maybe he really did forget. No, he's playing you, girl. He's playing you. Who knows? I really shouldn't be upset. It's not that much. You could go grocery shopping with that, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not exactly starving. I mean, if you give an inch, they'll take a mile. Lately, I've been eating too much junk anyways. Yeah, I'm making excuses for myself because I don't want to deal with the root of the problem. So I just won't. Maybe if I eat less of this stuff, my skin will clear up. That'd be nice. Asya, you don't use makeup at all, right? Yes, because we're children. We don't need to. No, I don't. We're not allowed to, though. What are you saying? They allowed it last year. Really? Nobody's gonna send you home for it, ha. Oh, that's good, I guess. These girls rarely talk to me. They're usually pretty nice, though. They're not being nice. At least that's when they're not joking along with the guys. I think one of them likes Vadim. She laughs a lot whenever he says anything to me. I suppose we have very different senses of humor, but you never tried it before, yeah? Makeup? No, never. Seriously? You're like 15 already. Okay. 14. Same thing. You gotta learn to do it at some point, especially with that complexion. Well, I'm not really... Hey, how about we help you out? Yeah, just some light makeup. You'll see what it's like. I don't know. Come on, it's gonna be fun. So we're gonna keep pressing you with our peer pressure until you say yes. This will surely not end terribly. Yeah, you're gonna love it. All right, but yay, come here then. I don't think people do unpleasant things on purpose. They totally do. They do. Nobody wakes up in the morning with the goal to make somebody feel bad. Kids can be cruel. I really believe that. If someone is doing something hurtful, they don't fully understand it. But when it comes to people, it's different. The cat doesn't know it's hurting the mouse because it hunts the mouse instinctually. But it's not the same with people, most of the time anyways. So I shouldn't wish bad things on people who don't really know they're being mean. They're being mean, girl. They're being mean. They're being mean. That doesn't mean you should wish bad things to happen to them, though. I shouldn't wish for IRA to appear and interrupt them, or to scream at them, or to punish them, or anything. I can still hear everyone laughing as I run out to the corridor. I'm covering my face. I don't need any teachers seeing me like that. At least the toilet's close, so I can wash this mess off quickly. Ugh. I should stop falling for these pranks, but... sorry. I lift my face up without thinking. Oh no. Ugh. The hell? Ira jerks away from me. I can't blame her. I must look like an insane person. Yeah, I look awful. God. Ugh. Middle school and high school are tough. She didn't deserve to have any of this happen to her. And she is way too easy on them. Maybe it goes a bit deeper than what I'm thinking. God, I can't handle her looking at me like that. I'm sorry. Huh? I run past her. Run. I just need to get to the restroom. I just need to wash it off. After about a month, reality had dawned on me. I kept telling myself that Ira's actions had nothing to do with me. She told me that much, in no uncertain terms. She said that, and I kept repeating it again and again and again and again. But I didn't believe it. On some levels, I still held on to the faint hope that Ira pitied me, that she cared about me for God knows what reason. No, really. What was the reason? Her lashing out to a classmate she found annoying. One who just so happened to make fun of me. Her not joining in. Her telling me she liked my writings. She didn't even say that much. She said they weren't stupid. Oi. 3 coins clinked against my desk. 20. 20. 10. So he remembered. There. Thanks for the unforgettable night. Why did you say that? Everyone around erupts and snickers. Hey, you're a cheap deal. You free later? Nah ha ha. Ugh. Very funny. Oh, please, Shubina. Get a sense of humor. Your face is dragging down the class morale. Ha 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 ha. That's right. You're doing us all a disservice. Think of your classmates for once. I hate this. This is so terrible. A realistic take of how it feels to be a vulnerable kid in public schools. I let myself believe something would change. I thought about it as if I deserved it. As if I didn't have it good enough before. As if my life had any real problems. I was just being greedy, plain and simple. Getting my hopes up over some silly coincidence. That was so stupid. I can't help but laugh. Aha. But that's okay. I know better now. I was being ridiculous. It's shameful to admit, but better late than never, right? I got a little too caught up in my own little world. And hey, even if they didn't amount to anything, I can still appreciate those little encounters from IRA for what they were, brief but wonderful moments. I could reminisce fondly about the one time I lucked out and saw Garen all scared and confused. Or that one time somebody gave me a work compliment, backhanded as it was. I could do that, because everyone does that. Everyone has those little things that they look back on with a smile. It's beautiful in its own way, is it not? Our whole lives are a series of episodes, both good and bad. It doesn't matter if they grow into a bigger story, because each moment has a lot of merit of its own. It's something I should learn to be content with. It's something I've been perfectly content with until now. Until I decided that what I had wasn't enough. Speaking objectively, what is there to complain about? No, seriously. I live in the prettiest part of our vast country. I have a comfortable roof over my head and even my own room. I have 2 living parents. I have wonderful hobbies to enjoy, paper to write on, books to read, TV to watch. She hasn't really talked about having any interactions with her parents, but she's lacking the people to make life wonderful and fun. And the people who are involved in her life are not good kids. I buy myself treats almost every day after I'm done with school. Thank you. I have good grades. The teachers tell me I have great potential. My classmates also recognize how studious I am. I help them with their studies when they ask me to, when they force me to, not when they ask me to. That's right. I've got classmates that I can always talk to. Guys, I can laugh along with. Guys I can laugh along with, even if their jokes aren't always, even if their jokes don't always land. Even if my sense of humor isn't the best. All of this, I have all of this. Right here, right now. Everything a girl my age could ever ask for. So why did I act as if it weren't enough? Because it's not enough. It's not enough. Why the hell? What did that say? Why the hell did I even... You idiot. What? Why the hell do you always go along with some bullshit? I'm so... Ira looks like she's going to slap me, but instead slings her boot against the snow hill. Because you've never had anybody to tell you, you know, this is all bad. What you're going through is bad and you don't deserve it. She then turns to me and starts roughly swiping clumps of snow off to my coat. My whole body feels slightly numb. When I start to speak, my voice comes out weaker than expected. Ira, how did you know I was here? Doesn't matter. I heard that asshole Garin giggling about it. Can you stand? Yeah. I clumsily get up, my limbs feel rigid. I know you shouldn't sit on concrete when it's cold. I wouldn't normally, but there was nowhere else to sit near the school's back entrance. My legs were starting to get tired. I half-heartedly shake the snow off my skirt and tights. The flakes fall gently on the ground below. I look at Ira. Her face is, huh? The word concern flashes in my head. But I've already learned I'm no good at judgments like that. I shouldn't be presumptuous. It's a bad habit of mine. I shouldn't flatter myself. I shouldn't, but this question escapes before I manage to cut myself short. So why are you here? What do you mean, why? I told you. Garin was bragging about slipping you that stupid letter. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Well, this doesn't have anything to do with you, does it? As soon as I say that out loud, I realize I messed up. I really did. Now she's going to punch me. Ira's going to punch me for real. She's going to punch me and then never speak to me again. I don't even say sorry. I just brace myself for the incoming blow, physical, verbal, I don't care. I've earned it. No. Not really. It doesn't concern me at all. It's just annoying. Is that so? Yeah. Yeah, he pissed me off. And you pissed me off too. I don't freaking get you. You knew it wasn't real. There's no way you believe that, right? Right? I didn't believe it. I'm not that stupid. I look down at the moist, crumpled letter I forgot I was still holding. It's the oldest trick in the book. A love letter prank. Really? Who would fall for that? I stare at the shriveled up piece of paper and something about its whole existence feels extremely sad to me. You want to burn it? Huh? I have matches. Oh. No, thanks. It's wet anyway. I fold the letter and shove it into my pocket. It will get damp inside, but I don't care. I can't throw it away. A fake confession is still a confession in the end. No. No, it's not. They were doing a very mean rug pull love letter prank, so to speak. Those words didn't choose to be written insincerely. They How long has this girl suffered abuse that she thinks that these things are fine because this is how she just lives her day to day? It's okay. No, it's not. Even if this whole thing isn't real. I met Ira today. Ira came. After all of these weeks of praying. Ira came. Thank you. I smile at her. Even after I said I had come to terms with it. No. Right as I was saying it to you, to myself, to the world, I knew that I was lying. I couldn't throw away that last dumb scrap of hope I had. The small involuntary thought that crept into my mind whenever I felt slightly lonelier than usual. Even if it took so long, she finally came. I didn't do anything, really. Flustered. Ira's flustered. Is she flustered? Really? Haha. That's cute. That's just so cute. Huh? What's with you? All right, I'm grinning like an idiot. Sorry. I'm fine. Whatever. I'm going home. What? Already? Ira gives me a quick once-over. You. Take care. Yeah, okay. Bye-bye. We wave at each other and I watch her disappear behind the corner. I hesitate. Maybe I shouldn't. It feels like there's still so much I want to say to her. I don't know what or why, but I just know that it's a lot. I turn and walk a couple steps in the direction of my home. Not everything has to be Yuri. If it is Yuri, then it's doomed Yuri, because she's missing in the present. No. Changed my mind. I run back. Crap, my legs are so stiff. On another note, why do I like the really good Yuri stories? They're almost all of them are doomed. I turned the same corner Ira passed not even a minute ago. And she's already gone. I sigh. The snow here isn't deep enough to leave clear footprints. Not that I'd be desperate enough to follow. Ha. Why is she always leave in such a rush? I mean, it also helped that the bullies and the classmates weren't being extremely mean about her potentially maybe liking another girl in front of everybody. That was pretty fucked up. It's okay. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library, or for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say none of your business if I did. And she'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school or to the store or just wandering the streets killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. So Asya doesn't really have any genuine friends. Not ones that bring meaning and happiness to her life. Ira was like the first thing that was the closest thing she'd ever had to a friend. As naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Again and again, walking and walking, praying and praying. Tisk. Do you assholes ever shut up? Huh? Ugh, this bitch. No one saw Ira enter the class. Everyone was too busy whistling and laughing. She caught me in a really dumb pose. Well, that's on me. I wouldn't have chosen Dare if I knew she'd see me like that. Though choosing truth when playing with these guys, I'm not sure what's worse. Oh well. I'm saying all this, but I got what was coming to me. No, you didn't. Stop thinking like that. I chose to embarrass myself. And as I did so, I kept begging, wishing as hard as I could for Ira to appear. And so she did. And now, despite the overwhelming shame, I feel so happy that I might explode. Ira walks to her desk, barely paying me a passing glance. All the boys skirt out of her way, only Garin doesn't. Move. Nah. What's the rush? Come play with us too. Huh? Dude, you serious? Come on. Have some fun for a change. Look, Shubina's having fun. Right, Shubina? Please don't look. Yes. See? Ira doesn't flinch. Out of my way. Or what, you're gonna throw a chair at me? Yeah, do it. To everyone's surprise, Ira calmly puts her bag on the nearest desk. She starts digging through it without saying a word. Garin lets out an awkward chuckle. What, you got a grenade in there or something? She looks at him. What? Whoa. Garin jumps back, bumping into another student. There we go. What the fuck? Everyone shifts away. What was that? Huh? What the hell? You... Something silvery shines in Ira's hand. It's a bow compass. Is that... Ha! Are you serious? She doesn't say anything. The room fills with low murmurs that quickly turn into jeers. Psycho, nutcase, crazy bitch. Ira lowers the compass and makes her way to her desk, looking unbothered. It's just like the last time. Ira saves me without acknowledging my existence. Maybe some onlookers. No, most people will think she didn't plan on helping me at all. And that's what I'm inclined to think as well. Yet, my unreasonable heart is still elated. And I'm getting some really silly thoughts. 2 times when Ira lashed out at Garin were the 2 times she saw him laughing at my expense. That can't be a coincidence, right? Of course it can. It was only 2 times. 2 times and weeks apart. You'd be an idiot to think otherwise. Yes, I guess you're right. It's the only logical train of thought. I should agree. I would agree. If only... I didn't do anything, really. If only Ira didn't show up that day. It's been 2 weeks since then, and I haven't stopped replaying that moment in my mind. Over and over and over and over and over. I didn't get sad about Ira ignoring me at school or anywhere else or anywhere anymore. Because in that moment, I got all the justification I could ask for. It was everything I could have hoped for. But I'm still a very greedy person. Funny how almost everything Asya says is the exact opposite of how she should be feeling. It's still not good enough. I still keep looking for her when I'm out. It's almost ridiculous how hard it can be to catch a person in a town this small. So at some point I started to wonder. I saw my classmates regularly just out and about, strolling along the main street, at the country yard, at the courtyards, at the community center, at the store, at the cafe. They weren't hard to run into. But it was as if Ira put a spell. Ira spent all her free time at home. Which could be the case, but it didn't sound like something she would do. From what I heard and could assume, she didn't have the best relationship with her parents. Spending hours on end in a home like that every day. No, I really doubt that. The other more probable option was that she preferred the outskirts. Maybe she didn't want to be bothered. That sounded like her. Well, despite that being highly likely, I was hoping to do just that. Bother the heck out of her. I felt almost brave about it. Ira could totally get pissed. She could push me away. She could even attack me. Whoa. But for some reason, I really didn't think she would. My breath halted. Oh, hey. Hi. The vents near the research institute expel hot air. Nobody really goes here, aside from the staff coming out for a smoke. I never ran into any, but the ground here is littered with cigarette butts, so that's a safe bet in my book. So why is Ira here, of all places? Again? Huh? How many times can you buy into stupid pranks? They seriously sent you all the way here. What? No. I didn't get any letters after that. I'm just taking a stroll. A stroll? Here? Yes. Okay. Ira gives me an incredulous look. Do you, like, smoke? No, I don't. Why? It's a smoking area. Yes. I know that. You want to try then? What? Smoking? Mm-hmm. No, thank you. Okay. She shrugs. Ugh. Awkward start. I can't let it end here. I need to just... And what about you, Ira? What about me? Why are you here? Were you at the institute? Yeah. Something like that. Something like that. My mom works here. She forgets her lunch sometimes. Oh, you bring her lunch? That's what I said. That's so sweet. Eh? I mean, it's really nice you look out for your mom. It's whatever. It's not. I know it's not. With all I've heard about her family, the fact that she still goes out of her way like that, it's really amazing. The thought of doing something like that for my parents has never crossed my mind. I mean, if I were told to deliver something, I would. It's not your responsibility to do that. But Ira's different. She wouldn't do something just because she was ordered to. She'd really have to care about it. Haha, crap. That proves it. Ira and I weren't cut from the same cloth. When I spend my days looking for excuses to starve off the minute I have to come home, Ira's cooking, packing lunch, and carrying it to the edge of town. I think you're really reading into it, and the mom probably just left it at home. Listen, if I leave my lunch at home, I don't want anybody bringing it to me. I can just buy myself something at work. That goes against everything I've heard, but it makes so much sense. That's why I never see her on the street. That's why she doesn't have time to sit at the cafe. That's why she doesn't idle away at the community center. That's why she's such a caring person. That's why I'm such a piece of trash. What the? What's happening? No. She only said her mom forgets her lunch sometimes. Yeah, so you like, oh, I'm reading into it too hard. Lunches are prepared in advance. It doesn't take long to get to the institute, even if you walk from the other side of town. Yes, that's true. She'd still have plenty of spare time. This doesn't work. This explanation doesn't work. What is happening? I'm scared. Ira walks back into the building. Do I really need an explanation? You've been deconstructing and explaining things like, oh, this bad situation isn't really bad. It's actually completely fine. When in reality, it isn't. It's none of my business. I'm not so delusional as to believe we're close enough to share something like that. That'd be nice, but it's not how things work. Things work like this. When Ira's in the room, Garen doesn't talk to me as much. When she isn't, I wish she would be. You wish you had someone who was looking out for you. Your friend's not here today, so I'm gonna pick on you. Who? Who do you think? Oh. She's not really my friend. You're a pit bull then. Pit bull? Hey, that's spot on. You can't make a harmless joke around that chick without her throwing a conniption fit. It's as annoying as shit. They think we're friends? Well, not really. It looks like they picked up on it. And Ira reacting like that. To me being used as a laughingstock. So it wasn't just me. It's not just my wishful thinking. Huh. That's nice to hear. Even if I still don't know for sure, it's the most comforting thing I've heard out of Garen's mouth to date. At least she barely shows up. Yeah, they'll probably kick her out before New Year's with that attendance record. Good riddance. That's right. Ira can't possibly be meeting the minimal attendance requirements. I don't know about her grades, but wait, I don't think they can expel her. Huh? Why not? We're the only school in town. Oh, that explains how they are in different grades that should be in different types of schools. That makes way more sense. Where else is she going to go? Damn. Good point. Ugh. Well, her parents just can't send her... her parents can just send her away. You mean to another town? Yeah. To a relative or something. Well, no. Oh, man. Now that you say that, everyone pretend to be surprised when that happens. Ha 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 ha. No. No, no, no. I hate how they're right. I hate that I can see that happening. Everyone talks about it. How Ira is a nuisance to her household. It's been like that for a long time. But still, she forgets her lunch sometimes. Ah! That can't happen. No. It can't. It can't. No, not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. They can't send her away. She can't go. She's so nice. She cares. She does. Maybe not for me, but for her family. Why would they send her away? That's just too cruel. They can't do that. If they do, then will it be all over? If they do, then I won't. We just started. I don't know what. I can't even call it talking. I don't know what it is, but that doesn't matter. Even if she just tolerates me, even if she doesn't want anything to do with me, I don't care. This can't happen. This physically cannot happen. I raise my head and look out through the window. The snow is falling lightly on the yard. The dark pine branches sway under its weight. The long gray clouds glide placidly across the tundra, far past the fences, past the mountain bridge, so far away that I can't picture it. So far away that my mind circles twice around the earth and comes back to the spot I'm sitting in. This world is way too gentle. This world is way too cruel. It's been too kind and too mean to an ungrateful but grateful brat like me. So if I've earned this world's good graces, why can't a person so much more deserving do the same? What does a person like that have to do? And is there anything I can do? A bird flies past the window. IRA. What? I'm really using up all of my luck these days. Ira sits smoking in the girls' bathroom, just like she did when I first talked to her. Some snowflakes blow into the room and stick in her hair. It's gotten colder. Maybe you shouldn't sit so close. I don't know. I know you don't like going to class as much, but can you really get kicked out like that? Is that why you came here? To tell me that? I know that. I'm not stupid. I don't think you are. Do you just really not care? Everyone says that you'll get sent away. That your parents will send you to live with a relative. Is that true? Probably, yeah. Of course it's true. I knew it was true when I asked the question. Maybe if you just cleaned up, if you stop skipping now, then maybe you won't have to go. And if you're having a hard time with studies, I can help. Well, we could go to the library or something, and then there's 1 month left. It's not gonna work. I get it. My voice is shaking. It's better if I keep staring at my shoes. It's okay. That's about what I expected. Of course, I knew it's pointless to cram at this point. It was just an excuse. A selfish ploy to get some scraps of Ira's time before she goes. I wonder, did I do the same when Tosia moved away? It's only been 3 years. And now that I think back to it, it's also hazy. I was a very different person then, I'm sure. At least I probably didn't humiliate myself like this. Hey. Thanks. No, I didn't do anything. It was just a dumb suggestion. It was nice of you. Ah, nice. Right. She doesn't know. She thinks I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. It's just not fair. She really is too good of a person. Are you not going to the toilet? Oh, Actually, since you're here, have you seen anyone hiding a diary nearby? Diary? Yes. You know, the one we use for classes. Maybe you've seen something like that lying around? Ira's expression darkens. Don't worry, they were just playing a game. They weren't. They were bullying you. I guess the guys got a little carried away. I've checked the whole class and the corridors. It's probably somewhere really obvious, but I'm no good at that kind of stuff. When I hit Igor's pencil case, they found it right away. She throws the cigarette butt out the window and hops off the windowsill. Without saying a word, Ira storms past me, but I grab onto the edge of her dress just as she's about to leave. Wait, I said it's fine. We were playing a game, really. Please, don't get into more trouble because of me. I wasn't going to. Huh? I have an idea where it is. It was Garin, right? No, Shurikov. Same difference. She walks out to the corridor. I tag behind. Okay, so this is when the situation where she threw the chair at him. I'm not sure what place Ira has in mind, but it becomes immediately clear when she makes a sharp turn to the right. Wait, seriously? She swings open the door to the boys' restroom loudly and marches in. Some poor guy tumbles out, almost colliding with me. Sorry. We're sorry. He turns and shakes his head at me in disbelief. I mean, what's there to say? I follow Ira to the bathroom. The smell is so much worse in this one. I look around and see Ira's hand reaching above one of the stalls. There it is. My diary. Right by the tiny window at the top. Ira steps on the toilet bowl. But please, be careful. I'm fine. She grabs onto the flush tank secured way above. Then using it as an anchor, she reaches for the windowsill. Catch. I clasp a diary in my hands. It's really been here all along. I look up at Ira, who's now awkwardly trying to get down. Wow, Thank you. Yeah. Ow. What? Ira almost loses her balance, but jumps just in time. The bowl makes a loud clang as she hops off. Whoa. Are you okay? Yeah. Let's get out of here. You think it's broken? I don't know. I didn't see anything. Huh? But why would I be in a men's toilet? Gross. I see. Thank you again. How did you know it would be in the boys' room? You think Shurik would go into the ladies' room? No. I suspected they... Okay, so it was a different notebook scenario. So she got her notebook taken from her multiple times. Bad. No, actually, I suspect... Well, let me drink something. I suspected they put it in there. I just didn't have the courage to either. You can't keep doing this. I know. I should have checked there from the start instead of running around the whole school like a... That's not what she meant. No. You can't keep going along with it. It was just a game. It wasn't. No, really. We were just playing around. Bullshit. You know damn well what they were doing. They're not your friends. I never said they were. Then why don't you tell them to piss off? For once in your life. I can't. You like being a victim that much? You. It won't get any better if you keep doing this. It'll only get worse. It's not that bad. And I wouldn't... I can't. I can't just say something like that to them. I'm sorry. Why the hell not? Well, it wouldn't be right. And for the love of... It's not like I never tried it before. But when I say something, they just make fun of me. And nothing changes. So freaking what? Who cares what they say? Just don't bother with them. I'm not like you. I can't just do that. I can't act like I don't care when everybody's laughing. I can't look people in the eye like that. And when I go along with it, at least they talk to me. And I know you're okay on your own, but I... So what's your plan? Huh? That's it? You're gonna spend the next 3 years like that? Seriously. She exhales sharply. She doesn't even look annoyed anymore. I get that. I'm also disappointed in myself. Asya. Yes? You know, I'm leaving soon. That's right. I understand what she is getting at. The unspoken rule Gar and his friends have been sticking to, holding themselves back when I was around. The real cowardly reason I'm so terrified of her going away. I don't know what to do. Why can't I stop? The hand she's been dealt is much worse than mine. So you know what they've been doing to you is wrong. But here I am, whining and clinging to her like a leech. I should be the one helping. I should be the one telling IRA to get her act together. And yet, I can't think of a single thing to give her. Write me a poem. Huh? A poem. Why? What kind of a question is that? Because I liked them. Oh, really? You liked them? You liked my poems? Why else would I ask? Thank you very much. I mean, yes, of course. All right, do you want it to be about something or maybe in a specific... Excuse me, metre? I don't care. Anything. All right. I'll think of something then. I'll try. Yeah. You do that. Ira checks her wristwatch. I gotta go. See you around, I guess. Already? Yeah, alright. See you around. She waves her hand and leaves. I watch her walking down the empty corridor. Empty. I've really stayed in school for way too long. The shadow stretches along the hallway, tall and dark. My heart is pounding. I should get going too. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons and went to the store, and then the music slowly started to speed up. Then to the library for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes. She vanished during breaks. I never asked where to. I kept imagining scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school or to the store or to just wandering the streets killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer or started to take new routes. As naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Ira. Hi. What are you doing here? Ira points to her cigarette. Oh, no, I mean, what are you doing at the center? I came to return some books. Oh, so you go to the library? What are you reading? Stuff. You don't want to say? You won't like it. Huh? Why not? Ira looks like she's really weighing down the pros and cons of exposing me to her taste in literature. Did she read something she shouldn't? Maybe she thinks it's too dark or crass for someone like me. That's kind of unfair though, isn't it? You know, the other week I finished The Plague by Camus. Never read it. It's about a physician trying to save a town from an epidemic. It's very visceral, but I enjoyed it a lot. Not sure I agree with the message though. Yeah? What was it? It was, basically it's that evil is an inherent part of life. You can try warding it off, but it'll never be for good. And even if you do good things in times of crisis, there will always be some greater force spiking your guns. Is this the game's way of telling us that she knows that she should fight back against, like, the injustices about her, but she knows some subconscious part of her thinks that it won't change anything? Yeah, sounds about right. Huh? I guess there are some okay people in the world, but there's a lot more dirtbags. Really? That's a pretty depressing way to look at it. That's how it is. I don't know if I agree. At least I've never met someone I'd call a dirtbag. You've met plenty of them. You're a bit too used to being around the bags of dirt. You serious? Garen's right there. Garen? Well, he's not that bad, except he is. Uh-huh. I hope the game doesn't like, oh, Garen is a bully because he has a troubled home life. My pain is sharp. I wish to inflict it upon others. Uh-huh. Really, I don't think he means it. I'm sure everyone is trying the best they can. Most people wouldn't want to cause anyone pain, right? Girl. I actually, I think that's something Camus and I can agree on. Yeah, right. If everyone's so nice, where's all that greater evil coming from? You think it's some natural phenomenon? No, of course not. There are things we perceive as painful in the moment, and there are really horrible, awful things happening every day. But I don't think it's right to call them evil. Evil's intentional. Those things don't come from bad intentions. Sadness, loneliness, misunderstanding, fear. Evil acts can still happen in misunderstandings, but not evil. There was this famous judge. Oh boy, I can't pronounce this. Dionysius something from ancient Greece, I think. Anyway, he said evil is not a being, or if it were, I mean, evil is not an actual person, but people can be evil. It wouldn't be totally evil. Evil has no place among being. Okay. So Hitler's not evil. He's just misunderstood. That's a rather extreme example. But it's not like he was born that way, was he? I mean, it wasn't his natural quality, I don't think. I mean, he wasn't born that way, but he became evil. You know, like the good old phrase, people aren't born evil, they're made evil. No, they become evil. Like I'm sure Mr. Adolf, he wasn't born evil, but he became evil. So, the point still stands. He grew up and became evil as hell. Yep. Evil exists. It's freaking everywhere. Just because there's a reason for it doesn't make it better. Of course not. I just don't like it, like when it's described as something omnipresent. Omni what? It's like, doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is, we aren't born with some big evil force inside of us. I know that, kid. Evil takes root and has the potential to grow, but not always. I doubt the universe is any different. What? The universe ain't a person. Of course it's different. Well, yes, it's not. I know that. But it is a kind of being, right? I mean, since every being is pure by default, so is the universe. Nah, kid. The universe ain't pure. Because it's the idea of being itself, right? And I'm not making any sense, am I? You're not. Sorry. It's whatever. About what I'd expect. But what does that mean? You're weird. You say weird things. And that's weird. For a second, I feel a lump rising in my throat. But then I realize something. Ira doesn't look annoyed at me. In fact, it's like she's not repulsed by me at all. I don't really get it, but it must be nice being able to think that way. Huh? Like everyone's good deep down. Like nobody would ever hurt someone on purpose. That's a sweet world you're living in. How do you do it? If I were you, I'd be angry as hell. Aren't you pretty angry already? Angrier. Whoa. Even angrier? Yes. I'd be 100 times as pissed. Scary. You bet. I imagined Ira throwing 100 chairs. 100 chairs flying towards 100 Garens. Chairs flying. Bows bow compasses swinging. IRA is like a bohista. How do you... These Russian words I can't pronounce. I'm curious as to what the word means. Is a person who has some degree of bodhicitta. I can't pronounce this. God dang it. Literally means essence of wisdom. Dozens of hands. Half are for holding furniture, half are for stage. Half are for stationery. A halo of chairs and compasses. A halo drawn with a compass. Every new compass draws another halo. 100 times more compasses. 100 times more halos. Ira's surrounded by 100 halos. We talked for a little while longer, just idle chatter while she finishes her smoke. I tell her about some of the books I've read recently. My impressions, my interpretations. I'm not exactly used to sharing those, so my thoughts come out sounding dumb and crumpled. She keeps listening, though. Every time I say something, I search Ira's face for signs of boredom. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but I can't find anything of the sort. Oh, geez. I feel so happy I might die. I gotta go. She puts out her cigarette butt. Bud. Oh, really? Yeah, plans. I understand. But, some of those novels sound kinda interesting. I'll check them out if I don't forget. Really? Please let me know if you do. And, sorry for the stupid philosophy talk. Can you shut up with the freaking apologies? I just said thanks. Ira gives me a look so threatening, I cut myself off. Right. I hope you enjoy them. She nods in approval. Ugh. Oh, and the books I read. They were, yes? Angelique. Eh? By Annie Golan. And Angelique. The romance series? It's historical. It's not just lovey-dovey stuff, you know. I know, my mom really liked them. They seem wonderful. I never got to read them, and I didn't really expect you to be into... They're fine. It's not like I'm a huge fan or anything. You're not? It's just that if you want to read something historical or whatever, they're all right. Okay. I'll remember that. Ira looks like she's about to say something else, but then turns on her heels and stomps away. See you. Yeah, see you around. Ira disappears down the street. There she goes again. My body leans against the frigid wall. My legs are weak. We talked. Ira and I really talked. I never would have guessed. It was even nicer than I imagined. And I had no idea that she likes books like that. Huh. Ira likes novels like that. It's so wonderful. It's really, really wonderful. Everything new I learned about her is more wonderful than the last. I need to meet with her again. I want to talk more. Maybe next time she'll tell me a little more about herself. It kind of feels like I've hogged the entire conversation now that I think back to it. It was really self-centered of me. Next time, I have to ask Ira more questions. I'll ask her more about the book she likes. Maybe we could talk about movies. I wonder what her favorites are. Does she also like romance films? That would be cute. I prefer detective films, but I really enjoy all kinds of movies. So if she wanted to watch something, maybe we could even go to the cinema? That would be so much fun. It's been a long time since I've gone there. I need to see her again. She skips even more often than before. No point in keeping up with classes if you're getting expelled anyway. I guess that's Ira's modus operandi. To some degree, I understand it. But I still wish she showed her face from time to time, if only for one lesson. We probably wouldn't talk even if she came. It's not something we ever do in class, so I don't expect anything in that regard. Just seeing the back of her head would be enough. What's with you, Shubina? Huh? You're all smiles, and I don't like that. Finally taking my advice to heart? What advice? Not looking like you're about to hang yourself for a change. Gee, thanks. Thank you. It's great to see, really. Yes, it is great. We're so proud of you. Oh boy. How about brushing your hair next? Yeah, that's not going to happen. No. That grin makes you look like a basket case. Oh boy. Thanks, Vadim. I'll do that. You're welcome. He grabs my English notebook off the table. Payment for my services. Great. His friends chuckle along. I couldn't care less about that. Even though she isn't here today, I don't mind. I know we're going to see each other soon. I'm going to do everything to bump into Ira again. I'll walk the whole town up and down so we see each other. I'll scour every corner of this place to find her. Perhaps I'm being overly reliant on the universe's kindness. At the end of the day, even if I walk all possible routes, there's no guarantee I'll run into Ira. But I want to believe. No, I'm convinced the world is merciful. So if I try my hardest, maybe my efforts will be rewarded. Of course, it's an entitled way of thinking. But there's so little time left. Too little time. I need to make the most of it. I'll make as much memorable moments as I can while Ira's here. I'll make every encounter count. I'll fill this measly scrap of time with wonderful things. Ira. Hi. Good. Oh, Jesus, it's you. She sighs with a mixture of relief and irritation. I barely hold in a giggle. I'm so glad to see her. It worked. It really worked. I spotted Ira between the rows of garages on the edge of town. She was crouching down by the wooden wall, hugging a thermos with one hand and holding a cigarette in the other. What are you doing here? What does it look like? Meditating? Wrong answer? Ira shakes her head and looks back at the ground. The rush of joy that had washed over me when I first noticed her began to dwindle. Now that I take a closer look, I don't think I've seen Ira curled up in this way before. Everything about her posture screams exhausted. But why out here? Are you okay? She mutters something. Huh? Ing on me. What was that? I didn't quite catch it. I take a tentative step towards her, but Ira's scowl stops me dead in my tracks. You spying on me now? What? No. I was just walking here. At a garage lot? Yes. She gives me a look of such contempt. It sends a shiver down my spine. Why? I'm not lying. Really. I always take these walks after school. And I'm going the same route. And going the same route gets boring over time. So sometimes I go through here. Or through the barracks. Or a couple of times, I even went to the helipad. You know, the one that's over there? As I speak, Ira's expression slowly changed from disdain to confusion. This isn't right. We talked so nicely just a few days prior. Why then? Did she hear something bad about me? From who? I don't think she believed a word of Garen's. I mean, I usually stroll along the main street or near the community center, but it'll get colder soon, you know? So, it's better to enjoy the outdoors while you can, right? I just keep speaking, hoping she'll stop being mad at me. I need to keep going. I need to keep talking because that's what I wanted to do with her. I wanted to talk, so I have to. I can't waste this moment. We recover from this. I can cheer her up, and we'll clear everything up, and she won't think I'm some creep. I just can't stand it. I can't bear having her glare at me in silence. And you know, the views are really great here on the outskirts. The sky is bigger and you can see way into the tundra and what I mean is, I didn't think you'd be here. That's a lie. Well, more of a half-truth. I hope she'd be here. Like, I hope she'd be wherever I went. It's just that this isn't what I imagined at all. Not after our last meeting. Not after everything. She's just staring at me. For a moment, her eyes soften, but then she closes them as if just looking at me was wearing her out. She takes a drag and turns away from me. God. Can't I be alone for 5 minutes? I'm sorry. I wait for her to respond with something like, why are you apologizing again? Cut it out. Or even just whatever. It's fine. But she doesn't say anything. I'm sorry. I'll be going then. Goodbye. Silence. I walk away. Cold wind blows on my face. The mountains of snow on garage roofs look smooth and soft. When blizzards hit, they'll get completely buried. I like to have a snow hill form over me too. They look cozy. Actually, I wonder what Ira carries in her thermos. It's probably coffee. I guess tea would be the obvious answer, but what if she's one of those people that like to have some warm soup with them? That would be cute. I should have asked her about it. I feel like I'm going to cry. Hey, you got any plans for New Year's? What plans? I'll be with my folks. No, I mean after that. My sister's going to a party with other upperclassmen. Oh, you serious? You think we could sneak in? No way, I don't want to hang out with her. Man, come on. They're gonna have those older girls there too, right? The ones from grade 10? Oh, I bet Miss Sheena will be there. Like she'd talk to you. Hey, you don't know that... I said we're not crashing anything. They won't let us in anyway. Ugh, that's true. Tisk. Where are we going then? Whose place? Not mine. You've got Grandma coming over. I can't host. You? Me neither. Vadim? No way. He's been kind of tired recently. Ah, really? Yeah. It's whatever, though. Work stuff, I guess. I hear ya. My mom's also out of it. All these adults are pretty stressed, huh? Figures. It's the end of the year. Right. It's almost New Year's. It's a shame, but I don't feel festive at all. I'll need to help my mom decorate the house. Should I remind her about that? It feels like all of us kind of forget about the holidays. At least I did. Well, maybe I didn't really forget. The end of the year has been looming in the back of my mind, but not as cause for celebration. All I could think about were the days counting down to the moment Ira would move away. Ira. She's been absent again. I'm not surprised. I just really wish that I could clear things up with her. I'm not sure how, but I have to. Maybe I should apologize again? What for? Did I really do something so wrong? I guess I've been pretty annoying. But, I don't know anymore. I need to think of something that could cheer her up next time we meet. Will more apologies really cut it? Probably not. You'll just get more annoyed. Then maybe a small gift. That might be weird, though. I wouldn't get any more allowance until next week. What could I even buy with this spare change? Maybe a little treat will do. A waffle? Would she like a waffle? What the hell? She's not a freaking dog. Why does my mind always go to some weird place with her? I should just shut up. Focus on something else. It's just so difficult to do these days. Difficult. But I've got to try. Inhale, exhale. There. A little clearer. I see the sidewalk a little bit better. The buildings, the sky, the lights. Everything around is so friendly. Everything is beautiful. That's great. Those are great things to look at and think about. Though perhaps I shouldn't breathe so deeply. You can get really sick from this. It has been getting colder after all. My usual routes have been getting harder and harder to finish. It's not just the temperature. The paths on the outskirts get snowed over, so trudging through them tires me out really quickly. The winds are picking up too. Even when I cover myself with a scarf, it feels as if my face is being pelted. I'm not meeting anyone out here in this weather. I should have gone to the library today. What time is it? Maybe I can still make it. It's close to 6, so no, for sure not. Oh well. They've already begun putting up New Year's decorations. Everything's lined with lights. Oh, and there's a pine tree near the community center. It's so tall and bare for now. Well, I like it as it is. The way that snow rests on its branches makes it look so mighty. Alright, I'm getting into a bit of a festive mood. Wish the frost weren't so prickly, then I'd look around some more. The streets are empty, save for a couple of adults I saw walking down to the bar. Hard to imagine there would be a lot of people out on an evening like this. So why have I been meandering around like I've got nothing better to do? Every answer to this is embarrassing. The inside of our apartment block is warm and muddy orange. There's no elevator, but then again, it's only 5 floors. I make my way upstairs. The idea is forming in my head. An obvious solution to the problem I've been having. It's perfect. I have the perfect plan for the evening. There's our door. It's kind of uninviting, but that's just my opinion. I bet Dad's guests find it quite welcoming, though judging by how quiet it is. I turn the key and enter. The only sound is the faint muttering of the TV coming from the living room. Yes, thank God, no visitors today. I hang my wet coat up to dry and take off my shoes and quietly go down the corridor. Hi, Dad. Hello. I don't even stop to peek into the room. I won't see anything I haven't seen before. At least tonight. Seems like it will be calm. Oh, no. I wash my hands because she only talks about going home when it gets dark. When I exit the bathroom, I hear a soft voice from the kitchen. Out with friends again? Mm-hmm. Hi. Mom nods her head, staring in front of her. She's smoking again. I go in and open a window and turn on the light. She squints from the sudden brightness. You want some tea? I'm setting the kettle. She shakes her head. I sit opposite of her and wait for the water to boil. She's not saying anything and neither am I. It's not awkward per se. I just pick up the oilcloth and swat away the smoke that occasionally drifts in my direction. We're both used to this kind of thing in our own way. Even so, I go to my room as soon as I fill up the teapot. I don't like locking myself in here. I do it every time, and every time I'm swarmed with nasty thoughts. I can't even spend some time with your own mother. You run away from her, even though she has it so hard, so hard. You traitor, brat, ungrateful filth. It's the kind of self-flagellation that goes nowhere. Do I think that if I badmouth myself enough, I'll be forgiven? This happens every time and changes nothing. It's pointless. So I direct my attention elsewhere. What was I going to do? What was I... Oh, right. I pick up my pen and start flipping through my notebooks. Ira asked me to write a poem. Ah, thank you. I need something to drink. Just thinking back to it makes me so giddy. She said it. She told me she liked it. Ira likes my poems. Ha. Nobody has ever said that to me before. Well, Tosia did, but that was years ago. That poem, that one Garin read. What did she like about it? Maybe I shouldn't have asked. Where was it? Ah, that's it.
Сырая черная земля, не обнимай меня так нежно, не рви наряд свой белоснежный и спи спокойно. Только я буду царапаться и биться, а иней пусть себе искрится, и пусть летят по небу птицы, и светит бледная заря.
Oh, damp black earth. Do not hold me so tenderly. Do not tear your snow-white attire and sleep peacefully. I will scratch and I will beat, but frost will still glimmer. The birds will still fly across the sky. God dang it. It's not gonna... What? That was really good. Just, I didn't like the fact that it would just fade in and out without me having any control over it. Ugh. It's so lame. I thought that was really good. I can't blame them for laughing. If anything, Garin was too nice. He was not nice. But at least she liked it. For some freaking reason, Ira liked it, so maybe it's not all bad. Maybe I can make something worthwhile. At least it's worthwhile in Ira's eyes. That's all I really need. She got angry at me the last time I saw her. I don't know why. So like the dark hall Where, hold on. Where we can't see the father, and she doesn't like hanging around her mom when she smokes. It's assumed that she does well in school. So I'm not sure where we're going with this home life. She got angry at me last time I saw her. I don't know why. I messed up a lot. No, probably something happened before that you didn't know about. That I don't know about. I don't know. I really messed up a lot. I doubt she was a bad mood because of me. But I definitely didn't help. But now I will. Maybe if I do this, she won't be so mad anymore. I've been really trying since that day. That day she helped me with the diary. I mean, I've been trying, but I just can't get the words to flow right. Today, though, I really want to do this today. I think I can do it. Huh. I'm like a kid that only does their homework when their parents yell at them. I don't even know when she will show up to school again. Bumping into her on the street is a tough bet, especially with this weather. Well, I'll try anyway. I've got nothing to lose. What's the worst case scenario? Appreciating gorgeous scenery? Oh, heaven forbid. I'm gonna enjoy this to hell and back. And when I hand that poem to Ira, then it will all be worth it. I bet it will, kid. I bet it will. This has been a long episode. I would assume it would end soon. Ow. My wrist is tired. I'm gonna totally wear down this poor eraser at this rate. I've got to remember to buy a new one. It's just a bit annoying. Even though I asked my classmates to be more careful, they always forget about it. Oh, they use your school supplies too. That's fair. I didn't used to do that before. But now, whenever I lend a textbook to someone, I specifically ask them not to doodle in it. Despite that, they always come back with crude drawings all over because you told them specifically not to. They're going to do it anywho. I can't hand them back to the library like that. And I'll get in trouble if a teacher sees it. Ugh. I'll lean back in my chair. A week. That's how long it's been since I've last seen her. It's not exactly new for her to skip for several days at a time, but a whole week? Nobody else seems to be bothered, though. Of course they aren't. I shouldn't be either. It's not her job to be my, I don't want to call her pit bull. Either way, it's nothing new. Nothing new, nothing bad. It is bad she's been gone for this long. Maybe Ira is, taking in the town she's grown to love. Who knows when she'll return here after she moves out. I get that. I would do the same. But still, I just wish I could see her. Is she still mad at me? I really hope not. But if she is, I have the just thing to help it. That's right. It's done. I wrote Ira a poem, and hopefully Garen won't completely fuck it up. I wonder how she'll react. I wonder if she'll like it. I really hope she likes it. Maybe she'll smile. Or what if she gets flustered? That would be so cute. I want to see her and make that face. See her make that face again. I keep walking around. I don't really expect to see her at this point. It just feels like a duty I need to fulfill. Like a soldier patrolling the streets. Whoa, that sounds pretty cool. It's not like the weather is harsh all the time. Real colds will settle in a couple of weeks. The wind can get annoying after a few hours, but aside from that, it's bearable. It's pretty. It's all good. The main road. The 2 residential streets. The community center. The helipad. The garages. The parking lot. The school. The stadium. The research center. The kindergartens. The barracks. I've seen it all 1,000 times. Perhaps somewhere deep down, I am a little tired of this view. But I can't hate it. And I can't pretend like I won't miss it when it ceases to exist. When I finish school, I'll go to university. I'll tell everyone I'm from Vorkuta, not Vorkuta 5. Because Vorkuta 5 does not exist. People from Vorkuta 5 do not exist. What? The ones outside will ask me something about Vorkuta. The real Vorkuta. And I'll answer with zero hesitation. If I couldn't do that, I wouldn't be allowed to leave it at all. To leave Vorkuta 5, you have to deny its existence. What? So, do we live in an isolated government town? I have to deny its existence, no matter how much I want it to exist. I have to deny it. I have to. I have to. But it's tough. So tough that I'm not sure I'll ever manage. Realistically, I'll probably slip up and blurt out something incongruent. I do slip up a lot. Hope I'll get better at it by then. Maybe I should stop. I lower my scarf and take a big breath. Ouch! I'm seriously gonna catch a cold from this. Ugh. But at least my head feels really clear. I look up and see the familiar purple gray of northern twilight. No, not twilight. Today is the first day of this year's polar night. So I won't see the sun until the tail end of December. It's nothing too bad. Personally, I don't mind the dark. Some people seem to get really depressed during this time, but I'm not one of those. If I stay out just for a little longer and wait for the clouds to clear, I'll see the stars come fully into view. It's a beautiful sight, especially from here, from the barracks. Far better than the dinky silver of the sky I'd seen from my apartment windows. I wish that I could stick around for longer, but it's getting cold. I start making my way back. Decrepit rows of worker housing disappear behind bigger and better homes. What? There's that old playground just around the corner. That's right, we used to go there all the time with Tosia. Even back then, it was kind of unpopular. They built a newer one just 5 minutes away, so we often got the whole thing to ourselves. I guess that's why we like the place. Somehow, today feels quieter than ever. I can hear a faint clicking sound as the wind passes through the swing set chains. Eh? I slow down. There's a figure sitting on the frozen merry-go-round. A drunkard? No, we don't have those kinds of people here. Are you sure? Y'all have a bar. At least not out and about on the streets. And the frame doesn't seem like it belongs to a man either. I approach gently, making my way through the snow. My Valenki sink into it with almost no resistance, almost zero sound. When was the last time we had snow this soft? I don't remember. But perhaps I've stopped noticing the crunch of ice under my feet. Perhaps it's me being too focused on the person I've now recognized. It's Ira. Oh no. She's hunched over, elbows on her knees, hood down despite the cold. Her hair is tangled, half wet from the snow. What is she doing out here? Smoking or... Huh? I stop a few meters away. Ira is letting out quiet, gasping sobs. Ira? She looks up fast, as if jolted awake. Eyes red and puffy, face raw from wiping it with her sleeves. There's a bit of snot on her upper lip. What do you want? I don't know what to answer. What do I want? All I can think about is how I've never seen a person look so small. Ira swipes at her eyes again, then stands. She stumbles a little, trying to regain her usual posture. What, another one of your hangout spots? Damn creep. Her voice cracks halfway through. Well, enjoying the show? I slowly shake my head. No, I just saw you. Ira rubs her nose on her sleeve again. Her hands are shaking. Then go back to wherever the hell you came from. Go home. Asya, this isn't for you. I take a small step forward. I want to say something, anything, but my head draws a blank. Before I can squeeze out a single word, Ira turns around and stumbles through the snow, away from the playground. I can't even muster the courage to call out to her, let alone follow. I simply watch as Ira vanishes into the alley. If not for her footprints, I believe she was never even there. The snow keeps falling. A feeling I've long forgotten swells inside of me. I've learned not to acknowledge it, so it got buried many layers deep. The hollow space inside my chest grows darker. The sky is full of pinpricks. The world is looking down on me, but not in the way other people do. It's kind and gentle, and I don't feel small under its gaze. Its eyes are pure and tender. Episode 1 end. That was long. That was pretty good though. Episode 2, Marina.